You having fun, love?
Yeah, this is going on my arm.
If you couldn't tell, the weather is beautiful today, so the girls are outside having a little gunfight. It's so nice to hear them giggling and laughing and not just being locked up and going stir crazy. Not that there hasn't been arguments here. It's straight up truth. About 2 seconds ago, they were screaming because one shot the other person when they weren't ready. But for the most part, they're having a good time, so that's always good to see. Hey guys, my name's James.
And I'm Ashley.
Last year, we sold our house and we're traveling across the country with our kids.
Hi, my name's Goose, and this is Maverick. Come join us.
All right, guys, the dog is loaded up. The girls are getting loaded because we are going stir crazy. The girls especially, Ashley always gets mad that I say X and not especially. Especially the girls, because they haven't really been anywhere, not the grocery store, nowhere, for about a month and a half. They've been here on the property, which compared to some people I know is amazing because there are people that are locked in their apartments and whatnot. But since you can't go to any of the state parks here in Oregon, all of the city parks and whatnot are closed. The governor is saying like you're not supposed to travel at all. We are gonna go out to the most remote place possible to honor social distancing, but to get some space. We're going out to some BLM land here in Central Oregon. We're just gonna let the dogs and the kids, the dog and the kids run free. We packed a lunch, so we got a little picnic going on, and we're just gonna get out and get some space because all of us, especially the kids, really need to get out. You girls ready to go outside and have some fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do some hiking too while we're out there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. All right. Can you show them your bag, love? What does your bag do? What does it do? Oh my goodness, so cool.
Maverick, do you know that used to be Sissy's old backpack?
All right, buddy, you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. Ready, Mom?
Ready.
Ready, girls?
Yeah,
Yay! Let's go on an adventure! How's it feel to be outside, Mav? Is it good to be out and get out and about? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for those of you guys that don't know, this is some BLM land here in Central Oregon, just outside of Madras. And this is where we like to go dirt bike riding and quad riding. So over the past 4 years, you've probably seen countless videos of us out here on quads, on the dirt bikes. This is one of the first places Gooses actually took her dirt bike out on like real trails. And one of my favorite things to do here is this hill climb, which on camera, it never does it justice, especially with this super wide angle lens like this. But this hill is pretty gnarly to climb up, and there's like 3 or 4 different routes to take up it. One of my favorite things to do on the dirt bike. So hopefully sometime soon I'll take you guys out here and just do a dirt bike video all about this, because we haven't done that in a good while. But today it's all about just getting out, doing some walking, getting some fresh air, and hanging out. How's the sandwich, love? Mm-hmm. Good peanut butter and honey? Mm-hmm. Good peanut butter and peanut butter? Mm-hmm. Good peanut butter and jelly? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Good dog bone? No, he's a little anxious. You're okay, bud. Good boy.
We have given up.
It's windy.
Yeah. The weather won.
Even with a jacket.
Yeah. When this one's cold, you know it's cold. So we gave up, we came into the truck, and we have decided
To drive around.
Just drive around and just practice.
I want to drive.
Practice social distancing without,
I want to drive.
I don't know,
No, I do.
being in the house.
Social distancing while off-roading. We're gonna go explore some of the BLM land over here further east that we haven't seen. We've always just stayed over here on this section.
Yes.
And there's acres and acres and acres over there to explore.
So I'm glad that we came out today just because of the fire. Like,
Yeah.
that would have been
Bad.
horrible.
So I don't know if I got it on camera because the camera shut off on me partway through, and I think the file might have got it corrupted, but if it did, basically what happened is somebody left their campfire out here, and I'm assuming they kind of put it out, but there were still some hot coals.
Like, they
And
didn't
then-
make sure that it was actually
Yeah, and then the
out.
hot coals kicked back up, and there was actually still little flames there. So we got the water bottle and used the water tank that's out here, which somebody else also shot bullets into, like
Again?
same from last time.
Oh,
They weren't
okay.
here last time. So we had plugged it up with some twigs and sticks last time because
Because it was
the big water tank was
leaking
draining,
so bad.
and the farmers use that for their irrigation and for the cattle and
Cows.
whatnot. And so it's so frustrating to me how disrespectful people can be. So, anyways.
Well,
Dad stepped in cow pie.
and if it's not your property, don't touch it, don't destroy it. I don't understand the need to do that, but that's just me. And then also clean up after yourself. The reason that you have BLM land is to enjoy it, but if you decide that it's okay to leave one thing and someone else decides it's okay,
Yeah.
it's just gonna pile up. And then it's not enjoyable because you're just walking around in a giant trash heap.
If you pack it in, you pack it out. Like it's the golden rule of going out camping and whatnot. Whether it's at Walmart parking lots, whether it's at campgrounds, or out here at BLM land. If you bring it out, whether you're a full-timer, a weekend warrior, or this is your first time camping, you bring it out, you bring it back home with you. You clean it up. It's ridiculous how much trash you find out here.
Okay?
It was disgusting the last time. I don't know if you've mentioned that. It was disgusting. There were casings everywhere. There was a diaper that had been put in a fire pit but not burned up. Like, oh. And then there's just a bunch of trash, like Burger King trash stuff.
Yeah, super disrespectful.
So, you go in, and when it's there and you have the tools necessary, you clean it up even though it's not yours, because we want our children.
Yep. And I understand there are some things, like when you're at a campground and you're using paper plates or whatever, you can burn those, but make sure they actually burn and are gone completely, versus like leaving half-burned things, half-burned diapers, and then just leaving trash strewn all over the place that gets blown away. So it's like, if you want to burn it, if it's something that can be burned, go for it, but make sure it's actually gone, and like just be respectful.
Okay, rant over. We were just really disappointed and frustrated because, like, if you guys have been watching our channel for a decent amount of time, you know that we love to come here and just ride, and it's not as enjoyable when you have to pick up after everybody else. Your maid does not live on BLM land.
No.
Or your mama, as I always tell my children. Your mama is not a maid. You know how to clean up.
We're bumping. We're bumping.
Look at my handsome little Ranger Rick. So basically we decided that we would just do 1 or 2 more things of water on it, just because it is so windy and you don't know if you got it out completely, because it's still got, I don't know, it's still smoking a little bit. So just to make us feel better, we're gonna put a couple more things of water on it, and then as you can see, we kind of tried to move it around, try and make sure that everything is good, because we want to make sure that we're able to come back here and our kids are able to come back here, and when our kids get older and have grandkids, that they can come back here. It's just taking care of things,
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
So, babe, even though we've only been walking for like 30 seconds, it doesn't it feel good to get out and go for like, even though this isn't really a hike, but I hike again, like, it makes me miss going to the parks, the national parks, well, and going out and doing our little hikes.
Walking around.
And just, even though I've seen this view a dozen times, like seeing the sisters in the background and and Mount Hood in the distance. Uh-oh,
okay.
We got a face plant.
Stand up, push it up.
You okay? You okay? Let me see. Deep breath.
Oh,
Deep
man.
breaths.
Daddy, it's okay. We need to chop it off. Are you ready?
Oh, do we need to chop off your legs?
Are you ready?
Mom, you're so heartless.
Chop it off. Here it comes. Here it comes. Chop, 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 chop.
Oh, is it all better now? You want down to keep running?
Move
You can still move them, but why you guys gotta chop them harder? Chop, chop, chop.
Run, Maverick!
Watch the bumps.
You have them. I'm driving, right?
You're driving, yeah. She's driving.
All by myself.
Okay, hug the right side because we're coming up to a corner.
Whoa.
We're gonna crash if you can't turn. You gotta turn. There you go. Okay, now straighten out. There you go. There you go. Got it. Okay. See, you are in control. So if you don't watch where we're going, we're gonna crash. So you gotta focus, okay?
Yeah, we're going to do trees.
Ah! All right, should we go really, really fast?
No.
Arch! All right. Is this fast enough?
We're going 3 miles an hour.
Perfect.
What's
So
that?
she's not even looking at the road, so that's the perfect mile an hour for her.
Daddy, we're just
Whoa! It felt so good to get out and do some hiking today, just to get out there, even if it was like a little baby hike. It just felt so good to get out. I hope you guys, by the way, I'm talking quietly because the kids are all in bed right now. I hope you guys are finding ways to get out and enjoy during this whole COVID-19 process, but there is hope. Like I'm reading articles about things opening back up. I am so excited. Hopefully by mid-May, things will be a lot more back to normal. We can hit the road again and actually get out and do some travels. So excited for that. Remember, guys, stay positive, get out there. Life is an adventure, so make some memories. You're just gonna push down as hard as you can and pull the screw, and it'll stop itself. It'll go click, click, click when it's done. Here, let me show you. So you just push. See how it made that noise? That means you're done. As soon as you hear that noise, you stop, okay? You grab it. I'm gonna help balance it for this first one. Ready? And go. Nice.